Happy long Memorial Day weekend. If you're tuning in, we hope you're with us on the conclusion of our trip around the map, our Ken Murph Eat the World International May, and we're going to wrap it up right here in the good old US of A with a blended Memorial Day picnic. And somebody's being a little cautious. You make one banana smoothie and you get a phone call from your grandma and you drop it on somebody who's about this tall, and the next thing you know, they're all worried about their fur and their sweatshirt. But never mind that, because we're also going to let you know if this Pepsi Fire is fire or if it's just going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. He's Monk, I'm Murph, and we're about to drink this.
Ken Murph, eat it, 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 Ken Murph, do this.
Today's a bit of a twofer because it's a long weekend and you need something to sink your teeth into. So we're going to let you know about the hottest new drink around, Pepsi Fire, which is a cinnamon-flavored cola with natural and artificial cinnamon flavor. And I imagine it's going to be more artificial. If you can see, it's kind of like a Robitussin red. Not necessarily a dark brown like you're used to from your Pepsi. And Pepsi has this long history of it rolling things out with that Pepsi name on it. Crystal Pepsi, that's the famous one. We drank that at one point. It was back. It's gone again. Probably replaced by this. There was also Pepsi Blue, which kind of was like a Gatorade on steroids, or like an early Monster. It was blue. It was blue. It might make you blue because it was like some berry flavored Pepsi. And then there was Pepsi Lime, as long as we're on the fruit tip. I don't have to say anything more about that, but we're going to try this Pepsi Fire unto itself, and then we're going to get along to our Memorial Day blended lunch, grilled lunch like you would have here in the great United States of America if you're watching in Cote d'Ivoire, to cap out our International May here at Ken Murph Do This. And you know how we do. We treat our junk food like it's fine food, so. Okay. No discernible smell or taste thus far. It almost smells kind of like one of those wine coolers you'd get, or like a Near Beer, an Elka Pop. It has that vibe, and I think that's probably because of the spiciness of the cinnamon and then the carbonation of the Pepsi. So now I'm going to just do a little quick dab. Oh, that cinnamon, there must really be some natural cinnamon in here because it goes down your throat, and we know how that works. Like the very first Ken Murph Do This video ever, the Cinnamon Challenge. But, alright, well, hey, you don't sniff it and put it behind your ears in real life, you drink it down. So let's have a taste of Pepsi Fire. It almost tastes like that ginger stuff we drank in our British video, which was some kind of like hot cinnamon British soda. It's not the worst thing I've ever tasted, but it's like if you took like a bottle of seltzer water after you had a fireball in your mouth, and you kind of just like squished it, and let it like all bathe together. There's like the cinnamon part, and then there's the soda water part. It tastes nothing like Pepsi. Pepsi is usually the sweeter of the two. Between Coke and Pepsi, Coke's a little more bitter, a little bit more middle of the road. Pepsi's sweet. This isn't sweet at all. I could see this catching a niche market. I could see some people liking this, but I imagine this is going to be on the great pantheon of all the other Pepsis that are no longer around. It's okay. It's not overbearing cinnamon. It's worth trying. And if you love fireballs or if you love cinnamon, go right for it. But it doesn't burn either. It's just very kind of cinnamony, and it lives like right here, right behind your tongue. Not in your throat, not on your tongue, sort of right in the middle. For what it's worth, I'll give it a 7. Like, as far as being a cinnamon flavored soda. As far as drinkability on a reg, I'll give it like a 3. Like, if you go into a store and it's like between this and like some kind of revitalization water and like an old pot of coffee, you still want the old pot of coffee. Like, get the old coffee, but like if you need something cold and that old coffee's got like a wasp floating in it, go ahead with the Pepsi Fire. Not bad, not great. But while we're here, just to bridge between this and our Memorial Day shake, there is also this Mountain Dew USA. USA! We're not going to give any to Monk because he's about to go take a nap, and this would keep him up. It is a Code Red and Whiteout and Voltage. 3 flavors collide! So this is like the mixture. This is like when you played Little League and you went and got your free pop at the end and you just had to mix all the pops together. This is just 3, I won't say lesser performing Dews because that Code Red did okay, but the Whiteout and the Voltage I don't think did so hot. I had one at Arby's. Believe it or not, there's an exclusive Mountain Dew at Arby's. Arby's doesn't strike me as like a Mountain Dew crowd. It strikes me as like a meat lover or like an older man in a flannel shirt who's all like, I'm ready for some roast beef. But they got their own. It tasted like bubblegum and nearly threw up. Let's see what's going on with the Dew USA. This will be the base, the liquid base for our drink that we're going to make out of our Memorial Day picnic lunch. Much more refreshing. It doesn't really have a fruity taste. It's kind of in the middle. As you can see, it's like this light purple pink. That's much more drinkable. I'm sure it'll put a little pep in your step. Got 93 milligrams of caffeine. You're supposed to have 400 milligrams in a day top, so that's 1/4 of your daily caffeine. Less sugar than the Pepsi Fire somehow. This thing's got 70 grams of sugar, and this has 45. This nearly has half the sugar. And when I was a kid, my mother would always be like, don't drink the Mountain Dew, it's all full of sugar. No, this is like literally throwing in the face of conventional sugar norms. But let's get down to it. Let's not talk about it anymore. Let's get to drinking. Ha ha, yeah boy. Oh, monk, oh. So, like I said, we're going to get a little bit of this in the bottom to make things go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Nothing like a good blender in the morning, so you'll probably be drinking something, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, with your picnic lunch, with your granddad, your dad, your mom, your Uncle Steve, and your Aunt Susan. Having a good old time, and you're going to say, I know there's many meats on the grill. This picnic was BYOM, which is the worst kind of picnic. You're not supposed to bring your own meat, you're supposed to bring a dish to pass. That's just somebody being cheap and flim-flam. They buy the meat, you bring the weird fruit salad that has like pickles in it. So anyways, we're gonna have our sides first, and man, I love potato salad. There's all types. There's German, there's mashed potato, I don't know. Maybe there's not all types. But you gotta have a little potato salad in your blended. Oh, you hear that fizzing? That's some good fizzing. In your blended Memorial Day picnic. And if you're a senior and you haven't had teeth in 15 years, you can relate. You're like, oh, this is Tuesday. They're blending up my lunch. And I don't like to put macaroni and potato salad together, but man, I'm a coleslaw guy. That's the coleslaw guy. This is nice and tangy. You got to consider all these mayonnaise-based dishes being left out in the sun. So maybe you leave them on the porch, or maybe you just have somebody in there like Farnsworth Bentley with an umbrella, like in the old Puff Daddy videos, whatever he's calling himself these days, Sean Puffy Combs. And where I come from, we don't skimp on the beans. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh baby, that is the stuff. Now, you can't just have one potato-based side. You gotta get down with some. It is a fine American holiday where we do remember the fallen troops. Keep that in mind, kids. Know why you're off today. It is a memorial holiday, but we have fun, and we call it the unofficial kickoff of summer. What better way to do that than with some Canadian chips? Yeah, these are all dressed. These are all dressed for you, boy. Ah, yeah. Oh, that's gonna give it a nice base. Some might say an Asa base. And I know you're like, Murph, what much more are you eating for Memorial Day and a picnic lunch? And I'll tell you, there's one fave for most people, and that's a Jell-O mold. We didn't have anybody that actually could make a Jell-O mold. Randall tried. He actually ran out of here screaming because the Jell-O actually took on a life of its own and like slurped across the floor like the blob. We haven't seen him in like 48 hours, but luckily they sell these conglomulated, multicolored, they call this a rainbow parfait in these parts. I call it a Jell-O abomination. All different colors, some kind of white filminess in there. I've heard before it's mayonnaise. Other people say it's Cool Whip. Whatever it is, it's got to give some body to this blended Memorial Day lunch. And oh, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Good thing you got your goggles on, Monk. And I'm not going to discriminate. I'm going to take a little green. Take a little red. Oh, good Lord. It doesn't want to break apart. Like, it's pulling the spoon back in. It's like, and then I finally get it out. Oh, boy. And little, oh, wow, there's 4 colors in this one. There's some yellow. And there's some orange. A lot of good mayonnaise in there. Yeah. Whatever. And you've been thinking it the whole time, like, what kind of picnic? I know it's BYOM, but what M did you B-O? Why? Because it's a hot dog, son! Yeah! And this one is already a little pre-ketchuped, but we're gonna, good thing Monk's got his little Maid of the Mist outfit on here. Oh, yeah, oh, that's that sloppy, gloppy part of the mustard that doesn't quite mix. Luckily that didn't hit my pants or it would have looked like I had some kind of awful yellow mistake. And yeah, da-da-da-da. Yeah, da-da-da-da. I know what you're saying. You're not the type of guy that eats one hot dog, Murph. You're absolutely right. And last but certainly not least, after dinner, you know Uncle Dave has all those ones and quarters because the ice cream man's going to come by. And what will the kids say? Ice cream man, just like the Munker just told you. So now we got a fancy dancy. Oh yeah, girl, that's the stuff. Oh baby. Fancy dancy. Whatever you call these things, popsicles. This needs a little more dew sanity or whatever they're calling this one. And what the heck? I don't think it'll change the flavor too much. Here's some Pepsi Fire. Alright, so you see all this goodness here. Monk is properly attired. Again, he had a smoothie spilled on. I was making it for you. I know how much you like bananas, but I know sometimes they hurt your teeth when they're too cold. I love them so much like a son. All right, let's get down to it. We gotta stop for a second because this top bun isn't quite blending. Oh yeah. It's gonna look good. It's gonna, like, some of the smoothies you make are gonna look just like this. But let's make sure that the bun blends. Because nobody likes stiff buns unless you're into those girls that lift weights. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, okay, let's bun this up. Okay. 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 So we don't have a glass handy, but we do have this can from our beans. I just want you to see that this all blended properly. Mmm. Nothing says loving like picnic lunch in the oven. All right, America. What's that old thing? Over the lips, through the gums. Watch out, tummy, here it comes. Surprisingly tastes like an orange Julius. Ugh. We're going to save the rest of this for Randall whenever he gets back around. But have fun this Memorial Day weekend. Open your pools. Help your grandma make the barbecued baked beans with the bacon on top. And everybody fights for the bacon. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Give me 1 second. I couldn't even tell you what that tasted like. All these unique flavors. That had cinnamon Pepsi in it. I didn't taste any cinnamon. That had like strong coleslaw. I didn't taste any coleslaw. Look at this. Look at what you've done. Help out and do. If you have vets in the family, thank them. You know, if you have that one uncle that never made it back from Korea or Afghanistan, keep them going for them in your heart, because that's what Memorial Day is all about. It's to kick off the summer, and it's a great and noble thing. But speaking of being overseas, chart all of our videos, Ken Murph Eat the World. We've been to Ireland, we've been to Poland, we've been to Mexico. That's just this month. We closed it back out right here in the grand old US of A. Subscribe, like, tell your friends. Keep it coming. Monk's little outfits, he's got 1,000 of them. He's just happy to perform for you. And he doesn't want any more chunks of banana in his fur. He had one of those stringy things off the side right across his little nose. And it was cute for a second, but then he was like, he got very upset about it because he's a clean little monkey. He likes to, style and profile, as you saw when he was Senor Monklesworth in the Cinco de Mayhem video. But tune in. We have some great random snacks of kindness coming up. It's going to be Father's Day soon. I hear there's some spam around here. It's going to be a great summer. Start it now. Enjoy it. And for Monk, we're going to go dump this down the county drain where it says don't spill oil, and we're going to get a big fine. And then we're going to be kicked out of our community for a blended picnic lunch. Watch all the blended videos. We did a Happy Meal once. We did a Thanksgiving dinner. Anyways, I digress. For Monk, I'm Murph. We will see you next time we do this.